Yeah,
But
so,
as of right now, it seems that Tuesday works for all of us.
yeah.
So that's good.
Well,
That's good for the most part. At least they're really commentating.
Yeah, well, for me, I'm taking a break from school for this semester. I don't plan on going back until the fall, so I have a few months off still.
Nice.
Yeah.
You had a long time.
Yeah, well, it's because the thing with me, with architecture, is I'm trying to work towards getting my architectural license, and part of the requirements for getting my architectural license is to work, to get credits under a licensed architect. So, yeah.
Tutor under one.
Not necessarily tutor, just like get practical work experience. That's what it is. Oh yeah, that's right. Need to get that from Viridian Forest.
1 sec.
Because I completely missed that last time, I'm pretty sure. Alright.
When do you get the cut?
I think you get after the second gen? I could be wrong.
You gotta do a lot of backtracking.
Yeah. And sometimes it's not worth it. Alright, Pokeball, not bad. A Pokeball that's actually a Pokeball. Novel idea. Hey, I caught you, so I don't have to get you. Just came across a Weedle. Actually, do I want to run? I'm gonna run, just in case it does poison me. That's a bad thing about going against poison types like Weedle. Making contact with them can poison you.
You walk it off, can't you? Like,
nope.
It deteriorates?
Nope. In this, if poison can kill you while walking.
Terrible.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I think that is true.
It wasn't until 6th gen, I think, did they change it.
And they left you with 1 HP before you die? Or they keep you at 1 HP?
Yep. Which is not great. Actually, I'm gonna keep in Queen Bee.
Is she with you, Doug? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, this will be fine. Because it won't do much damage to me. Well, this goes to Pikachu that I would like to have gotten, but eh.
So can you only catch Pikachu in this forest?
No.
Yes, and the power plant.
Yeah. It's just here, it would be good to have early game. So that way when I'm in a Missy's gym, I actually have a Pokemon that's really effective against it. Because Missy's gym is the second gym. So having early type, or having an early game electric type would be phenomenal. Oh my god!
What?
It critted! And it killed it!
It killed what? Huh?
It killed the Caterpie that came across.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm watching the scene right now. Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm like looking at him like, why did he react?
For us.
Yeah.
Well, that goes Radiant Forest. I was expecting this to be the Pikachu.
Can't catch another one?
Nope. How Nuzlocke work is unless it's a scripted event, you can only catch one Pokemon per route. And it's the first Pokemon that come across that you have to capture. The only yeah, the only way you can get around it. The only way you can get around it is if didn't mean to do that. Is if you're playing with this. No, the only way you can get around it is if it's a Pokemon that caught before, or you have this Shiny Claws in effect, which a Shiny Claws is that allows you to catch shiny Pokemon even if it's a route.
Shiny, yeah, regardless.
Regardless of the route and if you have the Pokemon already.
Okay,
yeah,
because like
how did you walk away from a shiny? That's hella funny.
The only Nuzlocke I've ever seen is a shady Nuzlocke, because it's like use Poke Centers very much.
Oh, it's one of those more restrictive Nuzlocks. Yeah. I was actually reading up on the different types of Nuzlocks earlier, and different rules. So
there are a lot, that's true,
yeah. Yep. Like there's the Egg Lock, where you only use Egg-type Pokemon.
Oh god.
Or Pokemon hatched from eggs.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
was
meant.
like, that's only Chansey and Execute.
Yeah. I mean, it's still not the greatest at times, because you can get bad luck with your eggs.
Yeah, you can.
I've also heard of Wonderlocks, where you only use Pokemon that you get through Wonder Trading.
Or it's like Dual Link, where like if you kill a Pokemon slot, you have to get rid of the other Pokemon in the other player's slot.
Okay. Huh. Never heard of that one before.
do people play at the same time on different?
Yeah, yeah. I get what you mean, but it's just I've never seen it done before. God, that would suck.
Oh, what now?
The type of Nuzlocke that she was talking about, where if a play, because it's two different people playing at once.
Right.
But if one of their Pokemon faints, then the other person has to get rid of their Pokemon that's in the same slot as the one that fainted.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would ruin friendships.
Yeah. No, I would never do a Nuzlocke like that.
That, like, I've seen a compilation of all their Pokemon dying and stuff, and it was so terrible. Like, the looks on their faces were just the worst.
Oh my gosh, why is it Weedle again?
God, literally everyone told me that. Why did everyone tell me that?
Yeah, the only Nuzlockes I've really seen are by Team 4-Star, and one that's being played by one of the GMs for Dungeons & Dragons campaign I watch.
Nice.
Yeah. And that one, the one that the GM is going through is Emerald, so that's interesting. And then Team 4-Star they're currently on Platinum.
Nice.
Yeah. Because they've done the other 3 gens already.
Awesome.
Which, there's been some fun moments in those. And deaths.
I bet.
I can't believe I killed... I forgot that there's this random antidote there. I can't believe I killed the Caterpie with a critical poison sting.
Of all the things. Of everything.
Bug-types should be resistant to poison! I like how the sprite animation, or at least a sprite, a verbal sprite for the Bugcatcher, makes it look like it's an adult, but it's a little kid actually.
For what?
Yeah, it's pretty ironic.
Yeah, for the Bugcatcher sprite in the overworld, it looks like an adult, but when you actually, yeah, but when you actually get to the fighting, it's a little kid.
Yeah. Very, very true.
It was originally designed, or the demographic was for kids, right? So
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but it's just the sprite art in the overworld. It looks like an adult. That's the thing. Oh wow, it survived. Oh wow, it's a level 8 Caterpie. Huh. They didn't evolve into Metapod. Alright, well,
So what
Alexander's...
did you guys think of, like, did any of you guys play Sun and Moon? Because there was a lot of new strange Pokemon designs in there, and I was, like, super shocked when I saw, like, the Sandcastle one.
I've played the original Sun, but I saw it to be Ultra Sun.
Yeah, same. I haven't beat Ultra Sun Ultra, but then again, I heard it was literally just a copy and paste, and like the only difference was the end game.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of sucks, but eh.
I liked it. It was fun for me.
I like Sun.
A little bit extra fun.
Yeah.
When I had to fight the Tapus, I used only Beast Balls.
Oh, really?
And then when I was fighting the Ultra Beast, I used only Pokeballs. So that was fun.
That must have been a bit painful at times.
Huh?
That must have been a bit painful at times.
It was, but yeah, the Tapus were actually a lot more painful in the Ultra Beasts. Oh, the Tapus were so much more painful. I still have yet to capture Coco, but all the other ones I have in Beast Balls. Oh, it was such a pain in the ass.
Aren't all the Ultra Beasts part Poison type too?
No, not all of them.
Oh, I thought they were.
But that first one is a poison, it's a rock poison type, and
yeah,
it's just, you wouldn't expect it to be. But yeah, the newest ones are interesting too, but
yeah.
I have yet to catch those since they're in Ultra.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
So out of all the generations, what are your guys' favorite type of Pokemon?
Type?
Are you talking about type or specific Pokemon?
Both.
I like water types all around, personally. Like, it's really funny because I'm a Leo and I'm a fire type, but I like water type Pokemon. I always have to have one.
I typically start off with a grass type, but I would say my favorite Pokemon, like, to this day, is still Sableye.
Yeah? Fascinating. Mine would be Magikarp.
Really?
Yeah, I love Magikarp. I do.
With the
I
splash.
do not. I'm not a fan of Mega Shrimp. I am not a fan of Mega Shrimp.
Mega Shrimp?
Mega Gyarados, when he
Oh.
evolves, he becomes a massive shrimp.
Yeah. I've never heard it
Become a
referred.
dragon?
I've never heard it referred to as a Mega Shrimp.
No. Oh. Yeah, I cannot stand Mega Shrimp. I want to see a better evolution.
It
But
has
besides that,
water and then the
Gyarados.
Piplup.
Piplup? Oh, I love Piplup. I started with Piplup. Well, I did not, actually. There's a technicality in there.
What's the technicality?
So, when Gen 4 came out, we were in high school, I was junior high, or senior. Anyways, the point was that, one of my friends needed help with Pokemon Ranger, and all he needed to do was beat it for his younger brother and take the title of like, oh, I beat the game for you. But he couldn't beat it, so he handed it to me, and I was like, I'll beat it for you. So I beat the game, and at the end of the game, they're like, hey, if you can beat the secret mission, we'll transfer over this Pokemon egg to Diamond and Pearl. And I'm like, Marcelo, do you mind if I, go ahead and beat it for you? He's like, yeah, I don't care. Like, just beat the game and, make it look like I did it. I'm like, I can do that for you. So I went up and I got the egg and everything. He gave it to me, no problem at all. And then I handed the game and it made it look like, like he won it, whatever, no big deal. And then when I transferred over the egg to my game, it hatched into Manaphy. And no one knew what the hell Manaphy was because, like, it was legendary, it was, brand new at the time. And even though I picked Piplup, I was like, Manaphy's already a water type. And everyone in class, literally everyone in class to my right, started out with either Piplup, Turtwig, or Chimchar. And I'm like, do I really want to start with Piplup too, although I love Piplup? Or do I want to surprise everyone and catch them off guard and start with Manaphy? I'll start with Manaphy. Let's see what you do. So yeah, I was literally like, Manaphy was my starter for Diamond and Pearl. And it threw everyone in class, including myself, off guard, because I didn't know its attacks. I didn't know what the hell it was. I just knew it was a water type, and I liked water type, so you're gonna be my starter. And if you look at it, I mean, if you see
Everyone must have been envious.
thank you, it was honestly, it was an awesome way I got it. But if you look at the picture of Manaphy, it looks like a starter type. It doesn't even look like a scary legendary. So that's why I was like, you know what, it seems fitting enough that I'll keep this Manaphy as a starter. And yeah, sure enough, I kept it throughout the entire game. It was very decent stats. Yeah, it had very decent stats, and it was wonderful. But I did start a game with Piplup eventually. But my starter was always Manaphy, for at least Gen 4.
Yeah, I skipped over Gen 4 and 5 because, like, as I said earlier, I was a bit of an idiot and thought that none of my friends played it and it was stupid. So I skipped 4 and 5 and I came back for the 6th gen. And I've been playing Pokemon ever since then. Yeah. Because my first gen was actually the 3rd gen with Sapphire.
For Omega Sapphire?
No, original Sapphire.
Oh, regular.
Around the time when it came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, around the time when it first came out. That was the first ever Pokemon game that I played, really.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That came out, I think, when I was in
like
late middle school, early high school, I think.
I was like late elementary school, I think, at that point.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, strange.
I don't remember what year it came out, but yeah.
No, yeah.
What were we
I
gonna
gotta
say?
admit, like, I did not like Pokemon because, like, all the cool kids in my school like Pokemon, and there was just like, oh, I'm not gonna be a part of that trend and just try to be like my own person. I'm like, yeah, I ended up just following the trend after it fell off.
I don't know, my friends still play Pokemon to this day, so yeah, that's interesting. I think there's.
Oh yeah, no, as do I. I know I'm taking a break for now, but there's signs that I might go back to it soon.
I mean, hey, there's a Pokemon game coming out for the Switch that's coming like every other Pokemon game, so.
That is true.
Wait for that. I'm so excited.
I'm
Oh,
curious
a lot of people
about it.
want it to be a Gen 4 remake.
Ooh.
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, it makes sense though.
Because they've remade all the other gens.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, that's true. 4. And then Gen 5 is black and white. Yeah, that's the one I want to see redone.
That'd be
Even though
interesting.
it's relatively recent.
Yeah.
Just because I feel
Oh,
it had.
that would be beautiful though.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't like about it though was the dream part or the dream aspect to it, where you had to go online and catch like really hard to find, really hard to catch Pokemon. That eventually I just hacked. But
Oh my God.
they were amazing Pokemon. But and I mean this like literally because like let's say Mischievous, you know Mischievous, right?
Yeah.
Gen 2.
Yeah.
The only way it can learn Inferno, which I think is like one of the strongest fire attacks known, is by catching it in that dream world and bringing it over to your game. Same thing with Spinda. It had this amazing fighting type move, Superpower, and with its ability, Superpower would normally drop your stats, but if Spinda used it, it would increase its stat, making it stronger and stronger and stronger with this giant little teddy bear. But you only got it if you transferred it from playing a game online. So I was like, are you kidding? Like, these amazing Pokemon can only be fought or obtained by doing that dream aspect of it if you didn't have an internet connection or just, you know, were lazy. Or even, they were hard to find Pokemon. Actually, now that I think back, I tried to hunt them down too, and I couldn't find them. So, yeah, I want that aspect redone. There were some really, really good Pokemon in there.
I didn't even know about that. I just skipped over it, I think. I was just like, yeah, I'm playing the main story, bye.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what many people did, but just because when it comes to me and like Pokemon with really rare techniques, I liked having them and then cloning them just in case. But like, there are Pokemon like Meowth. It has Petal Dance from a Japanese event, and I'm always here like, oh, that's an amazing Meowth, I must have this Meowth. No other Meowth knows how to use Petal Dance. They're all sorts actually, so that's what personally intrigues me about Pokemon, is the Pokemon moves that they shouldn't have, but through events, they obtain them.
I don't really do any of the online stuff for Pokemon games.
Yeah, no, I can. Yeah, that's
Like-
why I'm thinking about diving back in.
Please, like, just strengthen up my Pokemon just for brute force, like, just leveling them up. Because I'm like, I didn't know much about, what type of moves you should use and which one's better and stuff. So I always just like, okay, I know my types, and I know, that strength, just brute strength works. So I'm like, yeah, that's how I'm gonna do everything.
Gotcha.
I mean, it can, but there are times we have to be more tactful.
Oh, I just realized something.
What?
That's why I heard my echo. That's why I heard our echo, because it's in the app.
Oh.
I have both the app on and I'm chatting with you guys.
Yeah, that'd do it.
That's why I have. Yeah, that makes sense.
What level is Squirtle? Oh, I'm gonna need to train him up. It's not until he's a War Turtle do I feel like he'll be fine in Brock's gym.
Yeah, you'll evolve at level 16.
Yep. Remember in the old Pokemon games where you used to look inside the trash can hoping to find something, and like there's always that one item that actually was in the trash can?
Works.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Now there isn't that. Because I was playing Ultra Sun again recently, and I tried to look in the trash cans. Nope, couldn't look in them.
Nothing. Yep.
No, I can't even look in them.
Oh, you can't even look in them. How funny is that?
Yeah. But like in this gen, you could look in them. I think there's actually an item in one of the trash cans in the game.
In this game?
I think so. I could be wrong.
Yeah, there is. I'm pretty sure I saw one. If I remember correctly, it was one in the SSN.
Yeah. And it's like the only one of the few times where there actually is an item in one of the trash cans.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, hey, there's actually something here. I'm not just wasting my time completely.
Not really though, yeah, right? I like looking in trash.
Just call me the trash man.
Best.
Okay, it didn't. I'm trying to figure out how do I get rid of audio from and just listen to us
Now, is the app on your PS4 or on your phone?
on my phone.
You could just mute your phone then. The stream on the phone.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Hmm.
There we go. I can still hear you guys. I'm just not watching the stream anymore.
Alright. I'm debating about going back to Route 22 to level up my Pokemon. Oh, hey, there's a Pidgey, but I can't catch you. Because this is still Route 2. So do you guys have like any other like Pokemon stories?
Oh, yeah. I got really mad one time when trying to beat, I think it was a gym leader or something. Or it was just in, like, one of the desert routes.
Oh.
And I threw my DS onto the trampoline I had. And then it landed. The game, like, crashed. And then I was just so upset and distraught.
No.
Desert routes in games are always terrible. Because they're always a maze. But it's a maze without telling you it's a maze.
Which one? What is?
Desert routes in games in general.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, yes.
Like Final Fantasy VII. When you
you have to like use the right combination or
yeah.
God knows what you have to get
Like
out.
unless you know, unless they tell you in some way that is a maze and there's a certain route they have to follow, you're gonna be in a maze.
You're gonna be stuck there for a while. Yeah, I remember that. That was in like Digimon.
General.
And unfortunately, there are sometimes items within the desert, like really good items. And it's like, well, I have to go on the main path to get it now.
I was like, where? You know what game that happened in just recently was Sun. It was in Sun. It was exactly in Sun. Cause
Yeah.
you had to get the psychic item.
Yeah, the psychic
the
Z
psychic
move
Z
thing.
stone.
Yeah, Z stone.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And then yep, I totally understand. Yep,
And then
that
I think
so
there's also
frustrating.
TM in the desert as well.
Yeah, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, it's just
Would
like,
not be
why do game developers do that?
Because it's fun.
No, it's not. It sucks.
It's fun seeing you walk around for miles on sand, not knowing what direction you're
Just be
going.
like, oh, you know what? We're just gonna make them do it because it's like, filler. Like, episode. Yeah, this is filler game.
Speaking of
And
it,
then, you finally will see something, you'll get near it, and it's like, oh, it's a mirage, and you just can't interact with it.
Worst.
speaking of anime, do you guys watch animes?
Yes.
Which one?
Anime in general, do you watch it?
Not really, but the most recent one I saw was Agatsuko?
What?
Or, how do you pronounce it? The panda, the red panda that does the rock metal thing.
Oh my gosh, I loved it.
Oh,
Yeah,
on Netflix.
That was amazing. Yeah.
I thought about watching it, because I like metal.
It's really good.
I like metal music,
Yeah.
so. But it's like, I don't know if I want to watch it. But no, I was
I
earlier
recommend it.
before watching the stream, I was watching the newest episode of Tokyo Ghoul Re, and they use
yeah, I'm watching that too.
they played Unravel, which is the theme song for the first season, and as someone who enjoys it, it was really cool to hear it again. Yeah, this anime season I'm also watching the third season of My Hero Academia, second season of Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, nice. I think I figured out how to do it. Sorry.
Yeah, actually, speaking of Seven Deadly Sins, Erica also voices one of the characters in it.
How awesome is that?
Yeah, she voices Elizabeth, but you can watch it on Netflix for the first season at least, and the 4-episode OVA thing that they did.
Jealous. I'm like blown away by that.
And then Black Clover I like a lot.
I read the manga for Black Clover and I watch it, and it's average at best. It is average at best.
Yeah, average.
Just because not a lot of animes can do it. Most mangas like Justice.
I mean, the reason why I say it's average at best is because it takes like all the tried and true shonen tropes, but it doesn't stray from them at all, really. It doesn't try to do anything radically different. That's why I say it's average at best.
I haven't even touched one of them. Like, I haven't read, so I wouldn't know. But as someone who hasn't seen it and just watched the anime, I liked it.
Because I watched anime since I was like 5, I think. Because technically, Pokemon's one of my first animes I've ever seen. Also, Digimon.
Yeah, I think it's everyone's like starter anime.
And then when I was younger, I also used to watch Dragon Ball series, with Dragon Ball Z and GT, because they actually didn't show the original Dragon Ball series on cable. I also used to watch Yu Yu Hakusho and Yuasha, Cowboy Bebop, a bunch of other animes, like classic animes. And it's like, because I'm been used to it for so long, although there was like 8 years where I went without watching anime, but it's just, there's some things where it's so similar and they don't do much. But Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime, and it's a shonen anime, but you think it's gonna do the typical shonen stuff, but it doesn't. It subverts the shonen tropes, and it's amazing. The fights in it are also amazing, and the power system for Hunter x Hunter is also the most unique that I've seen, and pretty much any anime that I've seen or manga that I've read. So yeah, that's my little rant about Black Clover.
Nice.
Like, it's average at best. Doesn't really stray from any of the trying to shonen tropes, but it can be enjoyable.
Well, that's the thing. I've never watched like classic, like almost like true classic anime. Like, I haven't watched like all those animes you just listed off. So it's like, for someone who's like noob status, it's like, it was pretty good, but that's just my thing.
Well, Black Clover's still going on, isn't it?
Going on, but
Yeah, because they're trying to push it.
I wouldn't know.
They're trying to make it the new Naruto. That's what they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
In fact, the main character's design, Asa, it's pretty similar to Naruto's.
Yeah. Got with it, it's like the voice screaming. Like, everyone hates the screaming.
It's too much screaming. Like, that's a shonen thing, but it's too much.
Can't stand it. It's like, I kind of want to skip over it.
And like, the thing is, like, the voice actor, because I've seen both the English and Japanese version, the voice actors aren't bad. They're not bad voice actors. It's just because of the voice direction where the director tells them to scream, that's what makes it bad. Or one thing that makes it bad. Because they're screaming like every other scene, and it's like, why? There's no need for it.
You can put enough emphasis without screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's possible to have like really powerful and emotional scenes in an anime with no screaming. It's entirely possible to do that. Yeah, so I think I will stick up to this route because I'm getting decent experience. I mean, unfortunately, I can't go to any other routes really, because the only route ahead is blocked off by. Oh, great, got poison. But the only route ahead is blocked off currently.
Yeah. Why?
Story reasons, essentially. Basically, telling me to, there's a person staying near the entrance of the route, and basically tells me to, like, oh, you need to beat Brock. Let me make sure how much space I have. I could take 21 steps, or 20 steps. But he's basically saying, like, oh, you have to defeat, it's essentially like, defeat Brock before you progress, and then you can go through.
So basically, like, you shall not pass.
Essentially, they're essentially pulling a Gandalf without breaking the bridge. Max, I did not hear there at all. I saw your icon light up on Discord, but I didn't hear you talk.
No, I just said, like, yeah, I got it, but...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Significance.
Yeah. But, yeah. So let's see, we talked about Pokemon, anime. What else is there to talk about?
The new Kingdom Hearts news.
Oh.
What specifically are you referring to?
Like I think we just posted it. It's June 11th. They're gonna show stuff at Square Enix.
Oh, it was confirmed?
For the E3.
Oh, sweet. What source said that?
Let me look it up, because we just posted it recently.
I haven't looked at our page in a bit, except to make a message saying that, oh, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow yesterday when I made that message. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised, because hearing that it's supposed to come
Square
out.
Enix actually said.
Alright, then it's confirmed. Like, officially confirmed. But I want to say this right now, for anyone that watches this, and this applies to the entire video game industry, not just Square Enix or what. While Kingdom Hearts does say that it's releasing in 2018, because they don't go off the regular calendar year, they go off the fiscal calendar year, which the fiscal calendar year for the video game industry ends in March of the following year. It is possible that we could get Kingdom Hearts 3 in 2019 without it being delayed.